Hello, hello. Oh, there we go. I was a bit too keen there, wasn't I? The intro, I didn't let it run long enough. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm sure you'll let me know in a minute. It's been a while since I've had everything up and running, obviously. How are you all doing? How's your summer going? I can see there's a few of you in the chat already. It's looking a little bit bright in here, isn't it? A little bit. Let me just move this light a little bit over there. Might be a little bit, stop me shining so much. Right, hello. Let's do some hellos before we start. I mean, tonight there is no real plan as such. I'm just going to just hang out. I did say bring a beer. Did you bring a beverage or whatever you like to drink? It doesn't have to be alcoholic, of course. You can drink whatever you like. I've got a little something here. Let's pour that before we go too much further. It's summer, you know. We're all on holiday, sort of. Or maybe you've been working really hard. I haven't really. You've probably noticed there's not been much activity from me. But I'm in the office for this week or so until I do some more holiday stuff. It's been hot, says Stephanie. It's been hot here as well, while I was away, of course. It got to 37 degrees here where I live, in Bedford, in the UK. And to those of you like in America and other places that use old money, that's like 98 Fahrenheit. So nearly 100, that's really hot. Yeah, it doesn't often get that hot here. You know, the roads started melting and train tracks started buckling. Whole country ground to a halt. It was so hot. And it did that for a couple of days, and then it rained for another 4 days solid, and it's now back to the usual temperature of about 23 degrees, something like that. Which in old money is like 70 something. Anyway, that's enough about the weather. Yeah, I've got a lovely Shipyard IPA here, which is an American IPA, although it is actually just brewed around the corner from me here. It's not very American, but it's to an American recipe. And it's delicious. Cheers. Hello, Stupid Robot Fighting League. Did ESPN really find your channel and the sport you invented, which is robot fighting, which is not actually a new sport? We've had robot wars on TV here for a while, to be fair. But if that is true, then well done. If it's not, then every day is like April Fool's with you. Hello, Chris, sitting by the beach in Washington State. Good to hear you. Oh, Posh says it's 100. Posh Duke says it's 115 there, which is like, that's 46 in new money. So, wow. Hello, R7. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Hello, Helen. Helen says she's been getting withdrawal symptoms due to lack of streaming from me. I do apologise. I did say I was going to be away for a few weeks, and after this stream I am going to be away for another few weeks. But then it will be September, probably roughly around that time, and then it will be, you know, head down, getting back into work as we start hurtling towards winter. Hello, Stephanie. I bet it's hot. Yeah, as you say, really hot where you are. Just adjust that volume a little bit. Hello, Jeremy. Hello, Sean. Hello, John. Stupid Robot Finally, it's true. Really, let me just take a look at your channel. ESPN really are going to do some robot fighting. Wow. I need to watch some more of your channel, I can see that. I can see that it's not quite Robot Wars. But wow. Yeah, do keep us up to date then with the ESPN. Wow. Yeah, I've had a good break. I've been to Malta. Did I tell you that? Went to Malta. It was very nice. Little island in the Mediterranean. I'm sure most of you know where Malta is. And yeah, it was nice and warm and just relaxing by the sea and by the pool and all that kind of stuff. I like cruise ships. Good to see you. He's watching and listening and working all at the same time. R7 says, looks like you organised your office. No, afraid not. I might have moved a few books on the shelf because I did have a look at a few of them, but yeah. I do have a big plan for this office. I'm going to turn this office into some stairs, and then I'm going to go into the roof, which is up here, because there's a massive loft space, and maybe have that as an office. But that's quite obviously a big project. But that would allow me to do way more things, like have green screens and stuff like that. Thank you, Alma Batul. I hope I pronounced your name right. Probably didn't. Anyway, how are all your websites doing? Would love to know. Do tell me in the chat. Let's talk about things, because I see that Matt the boss has just asked me how is Best Roof Box doing. Any progress? Well, I think we should have a look. Should we have a look? I'm going to do an update video. I was thinking of doing one today, but then I had to go to the pub with my wife because she was out and said, "Do you want to come for lunch in the pub with the kids?" So I had to. But maybe by Friday or on Friday or even tomorrow, I'm going to do an update video. I also want to talk a little bit about my content writing service, which is going very well. But let's have a look at the stats. I'm going to do a transition. Remember those transitions from the last stream? You remember? If I can just remember how it all works. It's this one. Wow, look at that. Oh, but I forgot to put me up, I guess, didn't I? Let me just see if I can do that. Just shrink that down a little bit there and do it. Oh, where have I gone? Hey, there we go. Little fade. Ah, now my screen's moved. What? I'm rusty on this already, see? I was rusty before, though, to be honest, wasn't I? Let's just do that like that. There we go. Hello, Anthony. Good to see you. Hello, Lion Studios. Brian, good to see you here for your fix. Saw that message from earlier. Pastor Duke says his large website is up 20% after doing a huge internal link campaign. Ooh, do tell us more about what you did on your internal link campaign. That sounds interesting. David, good to see you. Gaz has had a couple of Amazon payouts, enough to cover his hosting. Laugh out loud. I've not had a payout yet on Best Roof Box, but anyway, let's have a look at some figures. I've got them up. Now we can see, I'm just doing again last 30 days. The growth is still there. We can see the graphs. Well, to be fair, if we look at that graph, it's kind of bobbing along now. It's not growing. I wouldn't say that bit's growing, that blue line. In fact, is my face in the way? It looks like it might be. Let me just put this up here. You don't really need to even see my face. Let's make it smaller. Yeah, the blue line looks like it's just kind of bobbing along. Now, August could be a funny time. I don't know if you noticed it on your sites, but August, everyone's on holiday. There's, people aren't working. They're not shopping. They're just sitting by pools and drinking and enjoying themselves. But, traffic looks good. SEO is certainly looking good if we just go to the acquisition overview. Lion, guess we can probably do a site review tonight. That's fine. We can see that organic search has still got a great percentage change. Not as much as last time I checked, but it's still growing. I think these little spikes back here, was that when I put the income school video up? I think it might have been. That could have had an effect. Chris says that his site has been jumped up a little bit in terms of clicks from Google, up to 330 this month, which is good. Hello, Or to Sabari. Good to see you. I do apologise if I pronounce anyone's name wrong. Hello, Ludacris. Ludacris. Like the rapper. Is that it? Yeah, Pastor, do let us know on that internal link campaign. Yeah. Lion guest, just put your URL in the chat and remind me in a minute and we'll have a look at your site. So yeah, I'm happy with all this stuff. Let's have a look at the money, shall we? That's Bow Wow Tech. I don't know why I'm looking at that. This is the UK, my UK earnings actually. I was just curious to see what was going on. Nothing amazing really. But Bauer take us to, I wanted to see if there's any UK best roof box, but there isn't. Even though it does get UK traffic. But anyway, the US traffic, or sorry, US revenue is here. Spencer Hawes internal linking plugin. Okay, we'll check that out. But yeah, unfortunately, July, look, the revenue, it didn't beat June. I was hoping it was going to. I wanted to see continuous growth. Even though there was a lot more products ordered, the earnings, 119 in June, 107. It was only a little bit short, but hey. August is already looking promising. We're up to $8.20. 9 items ordered. To spot you saw me when I was talking to Daryl, yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed it. If we actually dig into this, it's quite interesting. If we go back and check out what was going on in June. Lion guest, just take out any dots and stuff. Just write the word dot. So domain dot whatever, and then it should be able to go into the chat. You have to trick it or leave some spaces, that kind of thing. Beat the system, man. Yeah, if we look in June, this is June, yeah, we can see that it was a lot of roof box stuff going on. You know, that one, 30 revenue off a $550 roof box. That one, 30 revenue. 16 revenue, 12 revenue. They're all roof box things, which is obviously what we're aiming for. And there was a few other random things like this, but they were generally rooftop related. And it seems to have slipped a little bit. And now people are ordering, let's go like last month, which, you know, slightly under June. I mean, there was this Titan extra large Thule Motion XT roof box, 750 revenue, 41 on the fee, and then there was another roof box there. There's also this cordless vacuum cleaner, which is fine. But then, other than that, there was all these other small things like Hotel Transylvania, the DVD, and a lot of this other stuff. Arm & Hammer pure baking soda. What the? So not many roof boxes. And then if we look at this month, so that's weird. I'm wondering what's going on there. This month, although we've had 9 orders, there is nothing there to do with roof boxes apart from this top one, which is the top cargo bag, which was, you know, $2. So interesting. I'll put all that into a video, which I'll say probably on Friday. The other thing I will be talking about in that video, because I like to give you guys the preview in terms of what's coming up on the channel when I get around to making a video. I'm going to be talking about my content service, which I know a number of you know, and we've had, well, I'm honest with you, I've got one client on it so far, but that client has been going for 2 months now, and they are very, very happy with their content. So I'm going to be talking about this in the video on Friday, hopefully Friday. If it's not Friday, then it'll be when I get back from holiday. But what I'm going to throw in for the next 10 people that order, and I'll probably obviously offer it to my existing client as well, basically a free hour with me. So once you place your order, we'll have a Skype call or whatever call you like, and talk about your site, talk about your content strategy, you know, bounce some ideas around, and that kind of thing. So yeah, that could be quite good. If you want to see some examples of the content, the last 2 articles that I put on Best Roof Box were from my own content service, funny enough. So do check them out, see what you think in terms of quality, that kind of stuff. I've had some great feedback. The only comment I've had is that sometimes the paragraphs need to be broken up a little bit more, which seems to be a common trend with my content. Hello Chris, good to see you. Pastor Duke says, do you think roof boxes would have some seasonality? Yeah, I guess they would. I guess most people go travelling, camping, which is when you need a roof box, in the summer. I know that I'm going to be putting my roof box into storage over the winter, so yeah, good point. Right, we'll have a look at 2 sites I've got Matt the Boss saying he's got his site set up, which is why, like, this is why I'm broke. So we'll do that in a second. But before that, we will do liongueststudios.com. .com. I'm just going to have a look at the site. We're just going to share our honest opinion with Lion Guest Studios, so see if we can get some advice. I don't think you need to see me right now. Let me just hide. Let's have a good look at this. So, feed your mind with great content. Interesting headline. I think that headline needs to be clearer, because I'm looking at this right now and I'm desperately trying to figure out what the site's about. What is this woman doing? I'm not quite sure what she's doing. She could be writing, although that looks like it could be like a tin of paint. So she could be painting. I don't know what she's doing. So, okay, it's about web and mobile, open source, cryptocurrency and blockchain, cyber security. Join the newsletter. That's a nice form, but you're not giving me a good reason to do that. I think you need to get this line right so that we know exactly what you're about. In terms of design, everything looks nice. So I see, okay, you're a tech blog. Looks like a tech blog. Loads of information about various technologies from Bitcoin through to Linux. So that's a very broad spectrum of topics. Don't know if that's going to be an issue in terms of getting traffic or focusing, on your niche. Let's have a look at your products. I'm going to come back to this content in a second. So you do apps. So you're selling products as well. It's a bit unclear to say what the site is about. I'm wondering if it needs a little bit more focus. It looks like you've got some really good content. Why not pull some of that content onto the homepage? So, your latest post, that kind of stuff. Again, it might make it clearer in terms of what your site's about. The beer's making me burp a little. It does, that beer. I like the design of say. I think it looks nice. There's a little square there. I'm not sure what that is. Search. The little search icon isn't working. I don't know why. And neither is this close. Oh no, it is working, but there's no search icon. Let's have a look at some of the content. Content looks good. It's got pictures. It looks well written. Obviously, I'm not reading it. I'm just scanning. Got some ads I'm running. The site looks good, but it seems a little bit unfocused, a little bit broad. Is it a blog? Are you selling products? Your homepage doesn't really imply anything. It's not making it clear what you want me to do, apart from feed my mind with great content which sends you to the blog. But if you were looking to sell a product, then you might want to funnel people that way first. Just my thoughts. Do share your thoughts on this site in the chat so Lion Guest can get as much as he possibly can out of tonight's stream. Let's have a look at your videos. Okay, so you got your own YouTube, and now you got kind of gaming gameplay videos. So I don't quite know how that fits in either. Maybe you need a separate channel for your businessy stuff. I'm just thinking if you, and then have a separate one for your gaming. Okay, nice site. Let's have a look at that other one from Matt the Boss, Mr. Cool Things. .com. Okay. I guess this is not working properly yet. So yeah, not finished yet. I mean, it's probably best to ask me to review sites when they're finished. Just a thought. But my first impression is that blue and grey is not quite working for me. But that's just my own opinion. Either the grey is too grey or the blue is not blue enough. They're just not contrasting enough to kind of look clear and nice. Let's have a look in recent items. Okay, some cool stuff. Wheel desk. Again, you got a square thing. Maybe it's my browser with the squares, with the icons not loading. Maybe. Could be me. I think it's a nice site, but I'm not sure about the colour scheme. I'm not sure also about these type of sites. I've got no experience with how you market them and all that kind of stuff. I'm guessing you use social media, that kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. Right, let's go and just go back to the chat and have a chat. Let's do that. Let me see if I can do my transition. A lovely smooth transition. Maybe. Was that smooth? Sort of. The problem I've got is that when I press it to do the spinny thing, I'm not quite sure how long it takes, so probably about enough time for me to turn around, I guess. So then I have to quickly check. Oh yeah, I have transitioned. Anyway. Oh, Bradbury, you're busy doing a few bits. That's fine. Stay as long as you like. Right, let's see what you're all saying. I'm just scrolling back up. Anthony says, do you get the same amount of commission from AA purchase that weren't directly from you? Like, is the percentage based on the product categories the same? I think the percentage does still vary depending on the product category. I think. Matt the boss says I did put the I did my best with the price system as an Amazon affiliate. I put a notice on my site saying the prices are estimated only and are subject to change. Do you think this is okay as I can't sync prices? I think that's a bit dangerous. In terms of Amazon, I'm not sure they'll like that. They're really funny about the prices. Helen says, what about all those that go skiing, going back to the roof boxes being seasonal? That's a good point. People do go away in winter, of course. So, yeah, and I've got some articles on putting skis into roof boxes. Chris says he sees roof boxes everywhere now. Past Duke does confirm that if you are using prices that they should be pulled from the Amazon API, or you could risk getting banned, which it happens, we know that. Griff and Alyssa. Thanks for all the help. They say in the Facebook group, based on feedback, I just bought some dropshipping-esque Facebook product ads from Fiverr to start promoting some products with affiliate links. Okay, let us know how that goes. Be really careful running ads and promoting stuff on affiliate that you don't spend more on ads than you make on your commission. This is going back to the site I just looked at a second ago, the Lion Guest Studio site. A couple of people saying it looks a little bit like a mental health site. I'm guessing that's the image that you got there. I don't know, was that lady looking like she needed a little bit of help? Maybe. It's interesting the impression that people get when they see an image, isn't it? A stock image of just a lady. I think she was drawing or writing. or something. But Stephanie and Bradbury both thought that. Guess says, what's a wiener cleaner? I'm not sure. Was that on the site we just looked? Sounds like a personal kind of hygiene product. Ender says, I did a case study website for Amazon UK. Would you like to have a look at that one? It forms part of the Amazon Education Centre. We could do Ender. That might be fun. Yeah, why not? If you're still there, pop it in the chat and we'll have a look. Mark says, Alex, have you got any thoughts on the new Pinterest by WooCommerce extension? And another problem I have with WooCommerce is that it keeps deleting state, country, field with editing orders. I'm not sure about your country field problem. Have you Googled that? Is it a known bug? I've not used the Pinterest by WooCommerce extension. What does that do? Automatically post your products? Personally, I'm not a big fan of like these automated posting type plugins. If that's what it is, it might not be that. I like to kind of do that stuff manually, otherwise it can look a bit spammy. Review site says, is it a good idea to put a clock on the home page? I don't think so. The IPA is going down quite well. It's getting a bit warm, I need to drink it quicker. R7 Eagle says, how about some articles on how to store your roof box in the off season? I've actually already got a couple of articles, but maybe I could write a few more, being more season specific. But yeah, I have got a couple of articles on storage involving, you know, lots of pulleys and hoists and all that kind of stuff. Guess there's any progress on the roof box tents? No, I've not looked into that. It's something that it's on my list. Cruise ships says in Moscow they see lots of roof boxes at summertime as well. Yeah, maybe it is a very seasonal kind of niche. Hudson says, I'm on track to hit 30,000 page views this month based on steady growth from the last month. I need to put ads on my site. People rate Ezoic highly. Have you used it before? If so, how do you use it? I have. I used it on WP Eagle and then I didn't like it, so I took it off. But that's just me. I know that a number of other WP Eaglers have had some good success with Ezoic, so don't let me put you off. The best way to do it is you just fill in a form, I think, register over on their site. They're looking for 10,000 page views a month, I think. But if you haven't got that, then they may be okay anyway. And then they do some stuff where they kind of take over your DNS and things, which, again, I didn't like too much, but that's how it works. And then once they've done that, then they're able to inject their ads into your site. And what they do, because they've got this like machine learning thing going on, is that they put ads all over the site, which is the bit I didn't like. It made the site look really messy. But basically what they're trying to do is figure out which ones get the best click through and the best impressions and all that kind of stuff. And then once it's got some data, it should start optimizing, and then the number of ads should reduce, and it will just show ads in areas that perform well. People like Income School swear by it. They say, you know, you earn way more with them than you would with AdSense, so maybe. But I think with me, maybe I might put it on Best Roof Box going forward. With me, I didn't have any ads on WP Eagle, so that's why it was a bit of a shock, I think. And now there's still no ads because I've taken it off, but we'll see. Try it. Let me know what you think. Review site says, what did you say earlier? Bradbury, I have got, Bradbury suggests how to clean your roof box. I do have an article on cleaning roof boxes as well. Oh, you were replying to review site regarding the clock, saying don't do it. Review site says, I want to change my site theme, but I'm worried about something going wrong. Well, something probably will go wrong because that's how it works. It won't be too bad though. If you're using something like Elementor with your theme, if you switch to another Elementor theme, things like layout and stuff should be pretty much okay. You just switch it, that's fine. You can do it on your live site. Just put a maintenance mode page up while you're messing around. if you're not using an Elementor theme or one that uses, I don't know, Visual Composer or some other kind of standard page builder, maybe it's a custom page builder, or maybe you've got like loads of short codes that are theme specific, then stuff will break and you will need to just go in and edit the content, remove short codes, replace them with whatever. It really depends on what theme you've got now and the kind of theme that you're moving to. Anthony says, Alex, would you do a content suggestion strategy for articles based on the niche a person has with my content writing service? Of course, yeah, that would be part of the initial consultation. I could come up with a whole list of articles for you, doing some research, keyword golden ratio, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, definitely help you come up with ideas for your content. End of the day, I don't use too many keyword tools or anything like that. I do Google searches. I do use a few, but I find it quite easy to come up with ideas for content. If you go and see Best Roof Box, you can see that it is working. Anthony says, I'm actually creating an article with the niche I have that might complement your rooftop box site. Don't worry, would you like to collab? Yes, of course. I was going to say that actually, and I have recently given a guest post to one of my viewers who had a site. Their site was all about survival gear, and I created a post. It was all around roof boxes and carrying gear, because if you're going out surviving, you might need to take your roof box, although to be fair, it's probably going to be too much to carry. But yeah, it kind of works, so I gave them the article. It included one link to Best Roof Box. That was it. So if you've got a site that's in a niche that could complement my roof box site, could be camping, fishing, skiing, I don't know. You tell me. Maybe you think your niche, there could be a roof box angle somewhere. Get in touch. I will provide you with an article for your site, and all I ask in return is just one little link at the bottom saying, this article was written by Alex at bestroofbox.com. That'll be it. So yeah, let me know. And equally, if you would like to contribute an article to my site, then let's talk. Why not? Pastor Duke puts his comment in on Ezoic. He said he put it on his info site. Pastor Duke's running a couple of different sites. You can tell that from his comments. He's got an info site, he's got an affiliate site, and he's probably got a few other sites. He's got a big site and maybe a small site. He says that Ezoic averages 3 times more in terms of revenue, 3 times more than AdSense. Although he did manually place the ads after having the same problem with the ad placements breaking the flow of content. So maybe that's what I should have done. Rather than panic and get rid of it completely, I should have switched to a manual placement. That's what I'm trying to say. Hudson says, what does that mean? They're messing with the DNS. Does that mean they host it? No, it doesn't. It's a weird way of doing it. So you've got the DNS servers. You know what those are. You set them on your domain, don't you? When you're setting up your domain, there'll be a space at your domain registrar to enter 2 DNS servers. Those DNS servers have records of where your hosting is and email and all that kind of stuff. What they do is they take a copy of those records, and you then update your DNS servers on your domain, so that when people look for your website, they go over to Ezoic's DNS servers, and their DNS servers say the site is here. Now I'm wondering, maybe, I don't know quite how it works, I'm wondering if they just take a cache of your site and then inject their ads that way. So your site is obviously still hosted on your hosting, but they're getting in the way somehow, and they're adding stuff between the visitor and your hosting. A bit like Cloudflare. Similar way to that, when you sign up for Cloudflare or any of those CDN type services, you update your DNS and they sit in between the visitor and your hosting. So Gaz says that Reading is getting close. He's going to Reading Festival on Sunday at the end of the month. He's going to be looking good, looking fresh in a WP Eagle t-shirt. Now, if you want to up your summer look, then They're available over wpeagle.com. The link is there. Why don't you treat yourself this summer? Get yourself a WP Eagle t-shirt. And you'll be looking good, feeling good. And be one of the very few people that actually owns one of these fantastic t-shirts. Gaz, enjoy the festival. I'm sure it'll be great. And thank you for representing with the merch when you go. Matt suggests that if you are going to be changing your theme, you can set up a staging site. Now, some hosting does enable you to do this very easily. A staging site means that you basically take a copy of your live site and it puts it into a little area for you to play around with. Once you're happy, you push it back onto the live site. That way you don't have to put your site in maintenance mode if you think it's going to take a little while. Good tip. Time for a top up. I know that I think Gaz is on the cider, is it? Do let me know if you're drinking something that's more interesting than water. Apex Legends Daily Funny Moments. Why did you retract your message? I love Apex Legends, by the way. So it's good to see you on here. I'd love to check out your channel. We're going to go for about another 20 minutes or so. So do keep the chat coming in, the questions, that kind of thing. Apex Daily, I've subscribed to your channel. Looks good. Where do you find all your content, by the way, Apex Daily? Do you just search other YouTube channels and just get it that way? In answer to your question, you say, am I starting an affiliate marketing website on digital products like Shopify and ClickFunnels? Any tips? Just create good content. That's always going to be my number one tip. Create useful, interesting articles about how to use these products like Shopify. So I'm thinking things like tutorials, that kind of stuff could work really well. People are always looking in terms of how to set up Shopify sites, how to do stuff with Shopify, how to set up like dropshipping sites, all that kind of thing, Shopify related. Create tutorials, and then, in order for people to, do the tutorial, they're going to need to sign up for Shopify. And then once they've got a Shopify site, then you can then build a relationship with them and say, you also need a ClickFunnel. Very similar to what I'm doing on this channel with WP Eagle. I share my knowledge on stuff, on affiliate marketing, that kind of thing. But obviously, in order to get involved in affiliate marketing, you do need hosting of themes and all that kind of stuff. And that's where the affiliate commission comes in. Stephanie says she's always getting compliments when she's wearing a WP Eagle t-shirt. There you go. It's a great conversation starter. Sean says, did You Can Do take off at all? Good question. No, is my honest reply. It was a big project, and it still is a big project, and it's still there. And I don't know, what can I say? The idea was that we were going to get a lot of content creators involved in it, and we didn't. That was the trouble. So I was putting a lot of effort in and creating lots of content, and as we all know, content is hard, especially for me to create. I don't have the time to do it. So I was making lots of videos, as you'll see if you go and join up at You Can Do. But yeah, and in order to do that, I was obviously not spending as much time on this on YouTube. Whereas, but the problem is that YouTube and this, what I'm doing now, and just YouTube in general, is what generates me my main income in terms of paying the bills and stuff. So I didn't want to neglect YouTube too much. But then I was excited about You Can Do. But then so we didn't get enough other content contributors, so I was doing a lot of work, and there was so much that we were trying to cover. We wanted to cover like everything to do with digital marketing, so affiliate websites, SEO, AdWords, analytics, social media, and then as you dive into all of those, there's tons of content you can create. It was just too much. And then Duncan, who he was a big part of it, and developed the site and all that kind of stuff, his web design company started getting busy with clients, so a lot of developers obviously had to work on that paid work rather than the You Can Do stuff, which was not paying anything at the moment. So we all kind of got distracted with our paid stuff, and it slipped through the cracks. That's not saying that it's dead, but we need to rethink, I think, in terms of how we get content created for it, because we can't do it all ourselves. Anyway, Roger says, I want to make a gap on my homepage, but 2 adverts on my Amazon Associates site. What's the best plugin to do this? There are a number of AdSense plugins that can do that if it is AdSense, or even advert plugins. I haven't used one recently, so I'm not going to recommend one. But if you have a look, you'll find one. That's probably the best way if you want to kind of stick it in. Or if it's like a homepage made with Elementor, you could just drag a text widget or custom HTML widget where you want it, copy and paste the ad unit code in there. No plugin required. Hi JJ, good to see you. Chat has scrolled. Review says, I want to build an Amazon affiliate site, but I'm not sure about the Kingdom theme. What would you recommend, or can I use WooZone with any other theme? Yeah, WooZone work with any WooCommerce theme. Let me just show you something. Talking about themes, let's go over here. Do a little transition. That was smoother, wasn't it? Let's get my face up. Oh no, not that way, just this way. There we go. So, video which is nearly finished. I say that, but I'm going to be, I say, not working on it for the next couple of weeks, but it's been another few weeks. But this is a WooCommerce WooZone site that I've recently built. Full video coming soon, as I say. This old swim signs. You getting this? Looks like I'm cutting a bit off. Let me just adjust. Just very slightly. That's too slightly. There we go. So yeah, this is swim signs. And this is using Astra theme, which is this theme here. This is free, although there is a premium version available. But yeah, so I think going forward, I'm probably not going to be recommending Kingdom anymore. Kingdom, we've had our issues with, haven't we? We've had a ride with Kingdom, but WooZone works well with any WooCommerce theme. So just get yourself whatever WooCommerce theme you like, that you like the look of. Which I like this one, Astra. Looks nice. It's got a lovely blog on it, and yeah, and all that stuff. So there we go. The other theme I wanted to talk about, actually, you just reminded me, was the theme by Income School, which I can't remember what it's called now. Avangi, what's it called? Is it even on here? Income School theme. Will I find it? No. It'll be on here, won't it? Be on YouTube. Where is it? It's got to be here. Oh look, are they on the phone right now? No. Why has it got the same thumbnail? Okay, here we go. Acabado. 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 Look, he looks very serious there. Like he's looking like, what are you saying about our theme? 50 a year. Or 99 for a century. Wow. Why is it called Acabado? Acabado. 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 It sounds like a song. Okay, so these are all using it. Let's have a look at one. It's really fast theme, isn't it? It's got a burger menu. You know my thoughts on that. I would like it just to show that. Can you have it like that? I wouldn't want this thing. But I guess there's a reason behind it. I probably need to look into that. Interesting. Quite expensive, isn't it, for a very basic theme? But hey, has anyone tried it? I know that a number of you have, because we've been talking about it in the Facebook group, which, by the way, you should all check out the Facebook group if you haven't already. If I had a link, I'd put it in there right now. I'll find you a link now. Yeah, I just wanted to, let's start talking about Acabado. What do you think of it? I think it's okay. I'm not going to change best roof box just yet though. JJ's drinking his water. R7 says, please don't drive and drink. I would never do such a thing. I'm not going out tonight anyway. It's far too late to go out. A little sparkling La Crue. I've never had a La Crue. Is that like fizzy water thing? Or is it La Crosse? La Crue? Curly? Yeah, as Helen says, if you are enjoying this evening's stream, I am. If you are, then why not click the like button? There's like 40 of you watching right now and only 17 likes. So if the other 23 of you could click the like button right now, that does help me out. But you don't have to. If you're not enjoying it, then click the downvote and then I'll get a complex for the rest of the evening. Apex Legends Daily Funny Comment says Twitch is where you find the content. So what, you just watch Twitch all the time and then stumble across some funny bits and record them? How's that work? It sounds time consuming. Hudson says, my new site I've been building is likely to only have 30 articles. Does this have a negative effect on my ranking? The articles are 2,000, 5,000 words long, so we're good to load difficult keywords. No, it doesn't. You just got to think of it like this. Each article, say for example, I'm just going to make up some numbers. But each article is going to be focused on a certain keyword or subject, isn't it? So it's only going to come up for certain terms. So like, for example, on my roof box site, I've got about 30, maybe 40 articles. I am going to be adding more though. So I've got one on, how to clean your roof box, which we've already spoke about. And say that gets like 100 searches a month. Maybe, well, let's make it easier. Say it gets 1,000 searches a month and it brings me like 100 clicks a month. So that's great. And let's say that, on average, each of the 30 articles, which are all on a different subject, they all bring me 100 a month. So what's that going to be? Like 3,000 odd articles. Sorry, 3,000 odd visits a month. So the easiest way to get more traffic is to add another 30 articles on another 30 different topics. If you get me. So the more articles you've got, you are just going to get more traffic because you're covering more topics. You're going to be attracting visitors that are typing in lots of different keywords into Google across a much broader range of subjects and topics related to your niche, of course. So yeah, the more articles you get, the more articles you put on your site, the more traffic you'll get. It's just the way it works, because we're using keyword golden ratio and things like that. So we're going down the long tail of search. You know, I'm not going for people that are searching for roof box generally, although you know I may rank for that in the future, but at the moment that's not my focus, which probably gets quite a lot of searches. I'm going for those longer tail searches which only get a handful of searches every month, like how to clean your roof box, you know, best roof box for skis, fishing. But if you have enough of those on your site and you get traffic from enough of those long tail keywords, that can all add up to actually be more than the shorter tail keywords which have a high volume. Does that make sense? I probably should have drawn a graph. The crew is unsweetened, flavoured, fizzy water. I thought it was. Pando the Barber says, can I drop my website here in the comments? You can. Pando the Barber, he loves the new theme. And he says, who owns that theme? That is the Income School theme. Does it come with any demo content? I don't know. I've not played with it. R7 is playing around with Acabado now. How's it going? Acabado? Badodo? Abracadabro. R7 is loving the theme. Hudson says, did I just see a drop-down Google Analytics widget? You may have done. It's a little Chrome extension. I think it's the official Analytics Chrome extension. So when you visit a site that's running one of your analytics profiles, it kind of pops up, gets in the way, it annoys you. But no, you can use it to see like stats and stuff while looking at a site. Are you using the Astra template? I'm using some of the Astra templates, yeah. Usama says Amazon Associates is unavailable in Pakistan. I think we've had people from Pakistan on it before, so are you sure about that? Sorry if I've missed any of your chat comments. It scrolled past a little bit fast, and I don't want to miss any of the more recent ones and just be like 10 minutes behind everyone. It doesn't make for a good stream. I like Cruise Ship says, of all the affiliate sites you made, which is the best earnings-wise? It's Best Roof Box, because that's the one I've done the most work on. I was just setting them up just for my YouTube videos. Yeah, I was never kind of following through. But with Best Roof Box, I am following through because I want to make YouTube videos about all the work I've done. Obviously, you've hopefully seen a number of them. They're all in a playlist on the channel. Alex Anthony says, Alex, have you used Google's new WP plugin called SiteKit? I've not. I'll take a look. Stephanie says she added a you may enjoy reading kind of plugin thing at the bottom of the articles, or you could probably just do that by hand if you want, and getting loads more traffic to the articles. So yeah, I would strongly recommend that. That's a bit like the internal linking strategy that we were talking about a little bit early on. Oh, Gaz, you're too kind. I am always open and frank about my sites. Probably too frank. But hey, I want to be honest. Keep it real, man. And I'm so pleased that you started this because of this, and that your sites are starting to get some success. Well, we're starting to come to the end of the stream now. Let me just find a link to the Facebook group. You guys aren't already a member, then you definitely need to come and join us. We chat about stuff in there, all sorts of things. It's just there in the chat. O2 HUD says, I applied to Google AdSense 3 days ago and they have said I'll have to wait 3 days, but they haven't got back to me. Is this normal? Yeah, they can be quite slow. Don't worry. Give it another day or so. Well, I hope you enjoyed the summer stream. It's been good fun. I'll see you when I get back, and I say there will be an update video this week. I will do it. It's just kids are here, wife's here. I get invites to the pub. But everyone's on a summer vibe, so I will do that update video. If you're interested in the content service, do check it out. You'll find it at wpeagle.com. As I said, I'm as part of the service, I will give you at least an hour of my time to talk about your site and your content and all that kind of stuff. Before we go, let's have a look at Stephanie's site. Why not? The big old domain name, heart of the thingy, Texas. Let me just get this up. Transition. That's not it. Stephanie's amazing site, which is earning a little bit. I know that. It's running WooZone. It's also got some good content. It's got some lovely pictures of doggies as well. Schnauzers. Look at the photos. So here's some WooZone products coming in. Very specific niche. I mean, if you're going to go into pets, you need to be specific like this. Look at this. Instagram feed there. But yeah, let's have a look at the extra links that you've been adding to your content to get some more clicks. What is the perfect water bowl for a giant schnauzer? This one. The Slopper Stopper Dripless Water Bowl. Amazon link. Good images. There we go. Using a plugin for that. I've got a similar thing going on Best Roof Box. Let me just check which plugin I'm using. Oh, Income School is still playing here. That's that Google Analytics plugin. It's this one here. It's this thing. It is the official one. So yeah, on my site, I've got a very similar thing going on. Sorry, I'm trying to read the chat at the same time. Yeah. Very similar. I guess you're using the same plugin. Are we using the same plugin? The plugin is... Obviously, it's all in the tutorial on how I made this site, of course, but I've forgotten. It is Related Posts, as you'd guess. There's a premium thing as well if you need it, but we don't. By Never5, very easy. You just do these things. I've got a little bit of styling going on there, so if you need that, let me know. Auntie says, you didn't mention the turnaround time for your content writing services. Did I miss that? No, you didn't. It's, well, it's as quick as we can. We do have capacity at the moment, so it is pretty quick. If you go something like the 8 a month, then we will deliver all those 8 in the month. That's the idea. Thank you, Pastor Duke, for joining me, and thank you very much for your kind words. Apex, man, I'd like to talk to you off stream. If you're still there, then hook me up. But you may have gone, in which case, never mind. Gareth says it wouldn't take an hour to tell me my site's rubbish. That's not the idea of the call. It would be to talk about how, going forward and plans and content and all that stuff. I wouldn't say it's rubbish, even if it was. Just say there's room for improvement, The great thing about Stephanie's site is that she is so into these dogs. She's got loads of them. It sounds like you'll be delivering a load more soon. And so that makes perfect affiliate site when you can buy the water bowls, you can test the water bowls, you can make videos. That really is the perfect way to do an affiliate site. Okay, so Stephanie said she just didn't actually use a plugin, she did that manually. But there is a plugin that I use, and then if you tag up posts that are similar, the related post plugin will do it for you. There's no time to do any site reviews right now. Email me your site review and I'll add it to the list, and we'll do it when I get back, whenever that might be. Not too long. Anyway, let's wrap up with a final transition. Okay, thank you all very much for joining me this evening. I hope you found it useful and you enjoyed it. I'll try and think of a decent subject, topic, theme for the next one, rather than just have a beer and let's talk. That was a little bit lazy of me, I know. But yeah, I've enjoyed it. It's been good to be back in the seat and back in the office. It's going to spur me on to do a little bit of work maybe. But yeah, I'm going to go. We'll try and do the countdown thing, although I always cut myself off, as you know. And that's because there's like a delay. But hey, there we go. I'll switch it off on this one. Might be able to do that. Maybe. Just give me a moment. So, if you did enjoy the stream, do click the like button, leave a comment and all that stuff. Check out the content service if you'd like. There's no obligation to kind of subscribe every single month. It is a monthly service, but you could try us out for a month, see how it goes. Why not? Get in the Facebook group if you're not already. Like the Facebook page, and I don't know what else to say really, apart from enjoy the rest of summer. Good luck with your projects. If you need me, then you can email eagle@wpeagle.com and I will reply when I can. But yeah, that's it. Yeah. Right, a number of you aren't drinking, so that's fine. You don't have to. I've not even finished my beer in a whole hour, so it wasn't exactly a heavy session. But cheers. 5, 4, 3. I'm going to press the button on 0, so we'll see. 2, 1. See you next time.